Fit Fam, I'm here today to show you how to make carrot cake protein pancakes. Now hopefully you watched our 10,000 calorie challenge video, and if you have, you'll notice that we went to breakfast, we meaning my daughter and I, and had some fantastic, delightful treats. And I'm here today to remake what I had for breakfast, just a slight variation of that, that's going to be healthier for you, much better, more waistline friendly, and it is chock full of protein. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I have all the ingredients out for you, and I'm gonna walk you step by step through the process. So I'm gonna be using my handy dandy NutriBullet to blend all this good stuff up, which I will also have a link for that below this video. We're gonna start out with 1/3 of a cup of oats, and I like to use the gluten-free rolled oats that are the Bob's Red Mill brand. That is the brand that I'm using today. So we got 1/3 of a cup of oats, and those are not the instant oats, so you wanna make sure those are the old-fashioned style. I'm also going to put in 1 scoop of protein powder. Now I'm using, actually, I've got the wrong one out right now, but I need my vanilla container of BSN protein. This is my peanut butter flavor, which is actually really delicious as well. But I'm gonna pull out my vanilla ice cream flavor because that is going to go better with carrot cake pancakes versus peanut butter. Although you never know, peanut butter could be very good too. So I've got 1 scoop. I love BSN. It has really great flavor to it. However, it's not my first choice. My first choice I am out of. So this is what we're using today. Okay, so we've got that 1 scoop of vanilla. This one is vanilla ice cream flavor. Yum. Protein powder. Now I'm also going to add in, for the rest of my dry ingredients, a teaspoon of cinnamon. So I go through a lot of cinnamon, so I like to buy the ginormous container here of cinnamon. So we've got a teaspoon of cinnamon in there as well. Now nutmeg too, to give that carrot cake reminiscent flavors of carrot cake. I'm gonna put 1/2 of a teaspoon, a little bit less than 1/2 of a teaspoon of ground nutmeg. Okay, so we're gonna put that in there. Now, I need to add baking powder as well, but I like to put that in at the end. So I like to give these a little swirl, add in my liquid ingredients, and then I'll add the baking powder last after everything's already blended, just to give it enough of a pulse through. So let's go ahead. The liquid ingredients, I know this sounds strange, but bear with me, lemon juice. So I'm gonna actually add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice to this recipe. So we've got 1 tablespoon there. I'm also going to add in 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt. Probably should have got a new tablespoon for that, but that's okay. So 2 kind of heaping-ish tablespoons of Greek yogurt. Now I like to use Greek yogurt. It gives them a really nice fluffy and thicker consistency that you typically won't see with protein pancakes because they're usually lacking fat, so you don't see, and this is the non-fat Greek yogurt, you don't see a lot of like oils or butter or anything added to more fit style versions of traditional pancakes. So the Greek yogurt gives it a little bit of fluffiness and puffiness that is kind of like that usual typical pancake recipe. So let's also add in, actually let me move that over here. We're gonna add in the next bout of our liquid ingredients, which is gonna be liquid egg whites. You could use regular egg whites as well, but we use a lot of egg, or cracked egg whites. But we use a lot of egg whites in our family, so we have the big containers of egg whites. So you're gonna want to add in 1/2 of a cup of liquid egg whites. Now this is the base recipe, and sometimes it turns out a little thicker, and I will sometimes add in more almond milk. So we're gonna go with this, and then we'll see how it turns out, and then we may add in some more liquid ingredients. So the next one is gonna be the 1/4 cup of almond milk. And I've got the unsweetened vanilla almond breeze for the almond milk here that I'm using today. And then I'm gonna go ahead and blend all of this up in my NutriBullet. And then we will add in the rest of the ingredients, the baking powder, as well as the carrots and the coconut. So let's get that mixed up. So here we go. Let's see how it turns out. Oh, you want to see that? Okay, she's cueing me to give you guys the view. All right. sounds pretty sloshy still, so I think we're in business because we'll have the carrots take up some of that sloshiness and space there. So it's perfect. So let's go ahead and add in our baking powder. Baking powder is going to be 1 teaspoon. I have my cheat sheet in front of me. Yes, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So I'm gonna measure that up, level, make sure you always level it off so it is perfect there. And then, like I said, I'm gonna re-blend it up. And now we add the fun stuff. So you can also add, which I didn't to this, if you like a little sweeter pancake, you can also add in like some liquid stevia drops or a packet of stevia, Truvia, whatever your little heart desires. So I have a 1/4 cup of shredded carrots. I'm gonna go ahead and add that in. And then I'm also going to add in my shredded coconut. And I like to get the organic shredded coconut that is unsweetened. So there's no added extra carbs or any funky stuff in my coconut. And because my tablespoon is a little preoccupied with Greek yogurt there, I'm going to just add in 3 teaspoons, which will be close enough. I believe 4 teaspoons is an actual tablespoon, but we're just gonna go with 3 heaping teaspoons of coconut. Now, all you need to do is stir it all up. And the beauty of these oats, or using oats in general, is that if you let them sit for a little bit, so put all your ingredients away, heat up your pan, take your time, the batter will thicken up a little bit, so it may appear pretty runny, and you want it to look somewhat similar to like a pancake consistency, obviously, pancake batter. So I'm gonna go ahead and fire up my pan, and we're gonna get to cooking these pancakes. All right, 15 minutes have elapsed. That's about how long it took me to cook the pancakes. And if you watch the time elapse video, you'll see that I had a little bit of a mishap. Thankfully, I never quoted you guys that I was a professional chef. So I get a little impatient with my pancakery. I try to flip them a little too soon. So I highly suggest you keep it on low and let the bubbles all kind of come forth, and make sure the edges are done before you try to flip, because you know, mine, a couple of them ended in disaster. But they actually aren't too terrible looking. As you can see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And like most typical pancakes, I think even with regular like Bisquick style batter, the first one is kind of always a flop in terms of it's super thin and it's not as fluffy as the others. That's kind of what happened here too. This isn't my go-to, like absolute favorite pancake recipe, but it's a pretty good one with the carrots and the coconut. Highly suggest that if you try it out the first time and you like it, the next time you do it, double the recipe and make some for when you want to eat them, and then store some for later. For you get a little bit of food prep in there, and then have another breakfast maybe the next day. They taste great the next day. So while my last pancake was cooking, I decided to heat up my peanut butter, my natural peanut butter that I love, and then my Walden Farms chemical syrup. No, it's not chemicals. I mean, it may very well be, but it's definitely not maple syrup. This is a calorie-free syrup, so I'll also link this below the video so you can check it out. And I'm out of maple, so I'm using blueberry. It'll work today. And then my natural peanut butter I keep stored in the fridge so it doesn't spread very well on pancakes. So I usually put my tablespoon of peanut butter and then my syrup, and then I heat it up in the microwave. Just kind of give it a little swirl so it's a little thinner consistency. And then I just kind of smear it all over the pancakes and give it a good little smear and get it going all over. And this, my friends, will be my breakfast. Super filling and will keep me satiated for several hours, and it is full of protein. So that is my protein pancake recipe for today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you love these style recipes and you want more where this came from, and you want to enjoy more recipes without all the guilt, I have a complete meal plan program that will help you lose fat, feels sexy in your skin, and it comes with a ton of great information. Food prep tips, grocery lists, meal plan for 12 consecutive weeks. Can't go wrong with that. I will also link that below the video, and hopefully I get to help you in your fat loss goals. So if you like this video, make sure to thumbs up and subscribe. And also, I will have a link for you to sign up for my newsletter list too, because I do send out recipes that I don't always make videos for. So check it out, and I will catch you on the next video.
How to make carrot cake protein pancakes action.
Is it on? There's no blinking light. Are you sure?
It's blinking on my side.
Okay.